YouTubers to another tutorial by Mr. Project. So what we have here is we have leaking injectors. It's a straight 6, and so what I've done is I've gone out and I've purchased myself another fuel rail with injectors on it. Now if you look closely, you can see, we'll bring this over here into the light, that some of them are cracked. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. No, it's not going to work. Yeah, there we go. That one's got a crack in it. So we've got we've got a couple of good injectors here that we are going to be replacing. If we come down a little bit closer, you will see that not only do we have one leaking injector, there's number 1, but we also have number 2 up in there. That one there is also leaking. So what we're going to do, we're going to remove the airbox, the whole system, the assembly. We're going to remove the plenum. We're going to come down, we're going to remove all the hoses, everything that you can possibly see. We have to disconnect so we can get down to the fuel rail, and then from there we're going to unbolt that, pull the fuel rail out, and we're going to replace the injectors. Okay, now with everything disconnected, I have disconnected all of the hoses at the front, all of the hoses at the back. Now what you want to do is go along, unclip every injector that's clipped in, unplug all of those. Okay, so now everything has been unplugged. Lots of sensors, lots of hoses. Just remember where everything goes, that's all I can say. Now, on this plenum, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts on the top. There is also, just down there, you can see it in the middle of your screen, there is a bolt there. There's one behind that hose. There's another one there. So we're going to undo those. We're going to take the plenum off, the top of the plenum, so we can get to the fuel rail. So now I've undone all the bolts, I can simply grab this and move it out of the way. I just can put it just there for now. And now we are down to the injectors. As I was saying before, that one there, you can see has been leaking. This one here has coolant on it, which I spilt on it. That one there is petrol, and it stinks. So now all I have to do is undo all of the little bolts on each injector, and I'll be able to pull the fuel rail out. So I'm going to do that now. But before you pull your fuel rail off, you want to go down to your regulator. I have an adjustable regulator. What I'm going to do is, I'm just going to loosen off these screws. That'll let the pressure out, and there'll be no pressure in the lines, which will allow me, in return, to take this off safely without getting fuel in my face. So we'll give that a go. Slide the socket down there. Now it's on there. Should be able to undo those. I'm going to go along and I'm going to undo each one of those. I'm going to pull the fuel rail off. The fuel rail, which I have just done. Now I've just taken it out of the car. Okay, so this fuel injector here is leaking. Number 2 and number 4 are both leaking. So it's not from the actual injector itself. It is from the clamp here and the clamp here. The rest of the injectors seem to be doing fine. So while I have them off, I will inspect to make sure there is no damage elsewhere that I can see. Here is the new injectors. I'm just checking them for any excessive wear, because these are second-hand, and if they do have cracks around here, then they're most likely going to leak. But this one seems to be in good condition, no cracks. So we'll just check the other one here, searching for any cracks that could possibly lead to these new injectors leaking. But they both look in fairly good condition. So with these 2 new injectors, we're going to replace them, and we're going to put them onto the new fuel rail. So So now we have the new injectors installed. You can tell which ones are the new ones. They have 2 hose clamps on. So I've replaced this one and I have replaced this one. And prior to making this video, I also replaced the one in the middle because that was leaking a while ago. So now we have all our injectors on our rail. We are going to put that back in the car. Now the fuel rail has been put back in and we have connected up all of the injectors and done up all the bolts. Next step is we're going to put the plenum back on and connect all the wiring and all the cables. Okay, so I've since gone through, replugged all the hoses, redone all the wiring, plugged everything back in, made sure all my sensors were plugged in, all the hoses all behind there. So now I'm going to carry on and put the air intake back on. The whole car has been put back together, successfully installed the new injectors. Made sure all my wiring's done, made sure I've connected everything back up. The last thing to do now is to jump in the car, kick it over, and make sure it runs. Car's running, all injectors are working perfect and normal. Can't see any leaks, not yet anyway. So that's how you successfully fix leaking injectors. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment. If you have any dramas or any issues, just leave a comment and I'll get back to you. Or I'm sure someone in the comment section will help you. Subscribe to the channel and to keep posted for more videos. There'll be another video coming soon. I'll give you a sneak preview of what's about to happen to this Commodore. That'll be out soon. Thanks for watching.